And this morning, our crews are getting a behind-the-scenes look at the process for handling HVAC repairs at HISD.
Yeah, since the beginning of the school year back on August 12th, a lot of parents reached out to KPRC concerned. They had complaints on the condition inside these hot school campuses. Brittany Jeffers is getting a first-hand look at how they're working to make repairs. She's live this morning at R.P. Harris Elementary. Good morning, Brittany.
Yeah, good morning to you, Amy and Haley. We started around 4:30 this morning with HISD's Energy and Sustainability group. They were scanning HVAC systems. They had flagged some of the schools that were having difficulties or some problems with schools. We went to Holland Middle School. We're now here at R.P. Harris Elementary, where there was an issue flagged with the chiller, as I understand. So we do have the Executive Director for HVAC Systems here, Mr. Ledesma. Thank you so much for chatting with us this morning. Tell us what the issue is here.
So this morning was an alarm for a water flow sensor being bad. So a technician came out, he reset the alarm. He's been monitored since then and hasn't went back in the alarm yet. So now it's sending 44-degree water to the building.
And this is an issue, and this is important because this is what helps to keep the students, the staff, the teachers safe. So this is something that has to be addressed immediately.
Immediately, yes ma'am, yes ma'am. So the teachers could teach and the children could learn.
Now in this particular instance, you said this didn't turn out to be a big issue, is that?
That's correct, that's correct, real minor issue. Yes ma'am.
So what happens in the event? Because we know that's not the case at all schools, right? And they need to notify families if there's issues. What does that look like?
So the next step will be the technician to call the supervisor and let him know that he needs A, B, or C part. Supervisor will let him know, I got to here at the office, somebody's en route to drop him off. Or he'll let him know, hey, go to the vendor and pick whatever material you need to come back and get this operation back going again.
And it's one thing to be dealing with this and fixing it on scene. What is done to these particular systems, I guess, to monitor them internally, externally, to make sure they're in working order?
So every day the building service manager comes outside and does a log of what's going on with the chiller sometimes. If something's going down, he calls customer care, creates a work order notification, and alerts us to come back out to do a more deeper dive into the system.
We got to see that unique perspective this morning as they were scanning those systems. That took place at 4:30, and I understand that happens later on in the day as well?
Yes, at 10:30 again, another scan is done, and at 11 o'clock that report is sent out to all the areas.
And right now, primarily, any type of issues are dealing with air conditioning, HVAC, and then that transitions, of course, later on.
Yes, that's correct, yes.
And we were talking about the call volume earlier at the beginning of school versus now. What are you seeing at this?
So now, according to customer care, they're getting about an average 175 to 200 calls a day, work orders created a day, and I think close to 75 are HVAC related, to notify the areas, hey, we got some issues going on. And it may not be something big, it may be 1 or 2 classrooms here or there, but they're notifying us, so we get there and address it accordingly.
Mr. Ledesma, thank you so much for chatting with us with HISD. Of course, we're going to be out here speaking with district officials. They're giving us this behind-the-scene look on what they do if they are notified about any kind of issues with HVAC systems. Amy, Haley.
All right, Brittany Jeffers, thank you so much.